Every flicker of the warehouse's outdated security cameras made Eli's neck prickle. At 22, Eli was used to quiet nights, used to the buzz of fluorescent lights and the humming loneliness that filled spaces meant for crowds. The old textile plant had been shut down for nearly a decade, now rented by various companies for storage. The management insisted on overnight security, just in case, but nothing ever happened. Not until tonight. Monitor 3, always the weakest link, spiked with static again. Eli leaned forward in the cramped security booth, adjusting the dial with practiced fingers. The northeast corner. Again. Always that same corner where the rusted loom machines stood like skeletal hands frozen in the act of weaving something long abandoned. A shudder crawled down his spine. The hairs on his arms stood up as he turned the feed to infrared. Nothing. Then, movement. A shimmer in the air, like heat waves on asphalt. It pulsed, then blinked out. Eli grabbed his flashlight and radio, trying not to roll his eyes at himself. Probably just another short in the wiring, he muttered, stepping out into the chill of the warehouse's darkened interior. His boots echoed sharply against the concrete floor. Between the rows of wooden crates and rusted machinery, the air felt heavier, more humid, like someone had exhaled a long breath into the room and never stopped. He rounded a corner. There it was, a shimmering tear in the air, not just a distortion, but a gash. Like reality had been sliced open with something dull and angry. It pulsated in and out, thrumming like a heartbeat, and the light around it seemed wrong, bent, like watching oil on water. Eli's flashlight flickered. He stepped closer, breath held. The tear responded. It moved, sliding toward him with silent, deliberate intent. Not physically, but perceptually, like it wanted to be seen. Base, this is Eli. I've got a weird... His radio emitted nothing but static. He reached out. The static moved faster. It coiled around his wrist like smoke, cold and thick, and buzzing with a low-frequency hum that rattled his teeth. The tear widened. Figures flickered within it, humanoid but wrong. Too many joints, too many limbs bending the wrong way. Their skin shimmered like television snow. Their mouths were split into jagged grins that never moved, never stopped smiling. They stared at him with static-filled sockets where eyes should be. One stepped through. It wore Eli's face. But its eyes were voids, pure absence, not darkness, but emptiness so complete it made Eli's vision tremble. "You're late on tuition," it hissed, voice slithering from every direction at once. Eli stumbled back, but his feet didn't move. He was frozen, caught in the static like a fly in amber. The thing reached out and touched his chest with the tip of a single, trembling finger. The sensation was electric, burning cold, then gone. His world turned sideways. His vision stuttered, frames lagging behind reality. Then he was looking at himself, at his own body, standing there, chest rising, eyes glazed. The thing smiled wider, adjusting his uniform. Eli screamed, but no sound came. His mouth wouldn't move. He couldn't feel it. The copy turned on its heel and walked toward the exit, radio crackling. "Base, nothing in the northeast corner. False alarm, probably a glitch in the system." Then it was gone. And Eli was still there. But not whole, not really. His awareness hovered, half in and half out of the shimmer, flickering like a dying bulb. The tear pulsed, inviting, calling. And within its depths, Eli saw more. Saw hundreds, no, thousands of other statics. Other people who'd reached into the shimmer, caught in loops. Walking echoes wearing faces that weren't theirs. He tried to move again. Nothing. Then, from the veil, a whisper. "You're not the first. A girl's voice, quieter than breath. A child. Help me. A face formed in the shimmer, young, maybe 10, pale and wide-eyed. Her mouth moved, but the words came through Eli's ears like warped cassette tape. They take your place. They wear your face. They eat your days. The girl screamed and was dragged backward into the dark by a shape with long fingers and stitched lips. The shimmer pulsed again, stronger. It was growing. Back in the real world, the copy, Eli 2.0, walked calmly through the warehouse, smiling and nodding at the arriving morning guard on the lot. "Quiet night," he said. But inside, Eli saw flashes. The copy was living his life now, talking to his manager, going home, kissing his girlfriend. And every time he smiled, the eyes stayed empty. Eli tried again to move, to scream, to be. Nothing. Then, flicker. His awareness snapped back just for a moment as someone else approached the shimmer. A new guard. A new face. The tear pulsed. Figures within it stirred. The cycle began again,